conclusion paragraphs. So we're going to look at strategies to have a purposeful, impactful ending to your writing. One of the biggest mistakes students make with their conclusions is merely repeating previous points. So often we hear, restate your thesis, but there's so much more to a conclusion than just repeating another point. Repetition is going to lead to boring writing. Repetition will weaken your conclusion. Repetition is going to offer no new insight, and it will actually weaken your takeaway. Studies show repetition reduces engagement and retention. So your readers are fading away. They're not wanting to continue to take a message away from what you wrote. So what you want to do instead is synthesize key ideas in a fresh way to reinforce understanding. We're going to learn how to do that today. So, shifting focus to memorable takeaways. You want to be concise, distill complex arguments into short, clear statements that are easy to remember and repeat. You want to evoke emotion. Use language and examples that connect with readers' feelings to make takeaways more important. And you want to provoke thought. Frame takeaways as questions or bold statements to encourage reflection and discussion. So, encouraging deeper reflection on ideas. 1, present the idea. The main concept or argument is introduced to the reader. 2, promote reflection. Readers are encouraged to consider the significance and implications of the main idea. 3, critically think about it. Readers analyze, question, and relate the idea to their own experience. And then 4, long-term comprehension. Reflection leads to deeper understanding and lasting personal connection. 82% of readers retain the main message when conclusions clearly emphasize it. So you want to think about your topic and how does it fit into a bigger world picture? How does it fit, or how does it impact society? This will explore how the topic influences communities, policies, and social norms, highlighting its relevance to everyday life. Historical context. This is going to situate the topic within past events and trends, showing its evolution and significance over time. Future implications. Considers how the topic may shape upcoming developments, innovations, or challenges. And interdisciplinary connections. Maps the topic's links to other fields, fostering broader perspectives and collaborative opportunities. In your conclusion, can you tie into these? Can you talk about how far we've come in a topic, but perhaps how much further we need to go? Here are strategies that help you to write an impactful conclusion. So we always hear restate the thesis. In reality, you do want to circle back to your intro paragraph. You don't need to restate the thesis because you might do better connecting to your hook. Maybe your hook asked a question and throughout the paper you've answered it, and now you solidify that answer. Maybe your hook brought up a short story, and now you're going back to that story, to that person, and commenting on it. So revisit the opening question or claim to frame closure. Synthesize key evidence. Tie major findings back to initial themes. Close the loop. Make it a circle. Use mirrored language to show readers that this is wrapped up or done. And then leave an intentional point that sticks with your readers. Takeaways that will fulfill your opening. 70%. Calls to action can boost reader engagement by up to 70%. What are you claiming in your paper? If you are arguing that smoking damages lungs and ruins people's health, call your readers out to action. Tell them to stop smoking today. If you are saying that we need a more holistic emphasis to healthcare and your paper has showed the research and proved it, call readers out to require more holistic treatments with our healthcare. The next strategy is why it matters, the so what. Explaining the significance answers readers' natural inquiry about the relevance of the topic, thereby validating their investment in the text. Research stresses that making explicit the purpose or potential outcomes in a conclusion strengthens argument persuasiveness and reader satisfaction. The readers want to know the so what, why is this topic so important? And you are an expert because you've researched it. So at the conclusion, it's a time to state that. Detailed text representation facilitates nuanced explanation of why addressing the so what question matters in the context of powerful conclusions. Next strategy is look to the future. Predict consequences or progress. You can hyperbolize your writing at this point. If we don't do this now, this is what happens in 10 years or 100 years. So, 1, project plausible outcomes. Use trends and evidence to outline the best, the middle, and worst case trajectories. 2, link implications to arguments. Show how predicted effects reinforce your claim's urgency and relevance. 3, visualize progression and timing. Sequence milestones on a simple timeline to clarify momentum and dependencies. And 4, invite reflection and action. Pose forward-looking questions and next steps that guide the decision-making. What new perspectives might emerge if we continue to question and explore this topic? It's really asking what's going to happen. It leaves your readers with something to think about, for your topic doesn't just escape their minds. So, you want to combine different strategies for memorable conclusions. You want to tie into the emotional appeal, the logical closure, and the intellectual stimulation. So emotional appeal engages readers' feelings, leaves a lasting impression through personal anecdotes and the language, the word choices. That's tying in that pathos from your rhetoric. A logical closure provides a clear resolution, summarizing main points, reinforcing arguments for reader clarity. Intellectual stimulation encourages further thought or action, posting questions or offering insights that extend beyond the text. Remember, your paper is tying ethos, logos, and pathos into it. Your emotions with the pathos, your statistics, your percentages with the logos and the logic, and then credibility. Well, credibility is going to tie into presenting a clean paper, not having grammatical errors, having your topic sentence, connecting your paragraphs to your thesis. You also have all of your citations, which prove your points and back up your work. It's going to lead to true writing and beautiful writing. So crafting conclusions that leave a lasting impact. Avoid repetition. Skip summary loops. Close with fresh, high-impact insights. Do not just repeat something in different words. Guide with questions. Use prompts to surface memorable takeaways and next steps. Connect and inspire. Tie back to your opening. Motivate clear action. Look forward. Encourage reflection and future inquiry to sustain impact. Those things put together are going to give you a strong conclusion to your paper.